morning, everyone. My name is Robbie Thomas, and I will be hosting this webinar this morning. Before I get started, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time to be with us today. I realize that 45 minutes out of your day is a lot of time, and I really appreciate everyone attending. Okay, 3 years ago, we made it our priority to build the absolute best dealer program in the industry and feel that we continue to make progress against that goal. Today, SC Dealer Program continues to offer high performance and differentiated product line at the most advantageous price point. Our dedicated account managers help you close more business. Our lead generation program and online marketing resource sends more business and subcontracting opportunities now than ever. We designed this program based on your feedback to deliver real, measurable, positive impact for your business. We strive to be true partners as you grow and expand your business. In today's webinar, I want to go over some of our biggest accomplishments in 2015. At the end of this webinar, I also want to give you a sneak peek on what's coming next. We have even more aggressive goals in 2016, and our program will continue to provide our partners with a substantial competitive advantage. First, before I get started, I'd like to say thank you for all your business that you've given to SC this year in 2015. Speaking of 2015, I'd like to roll into the highlights from this year and cover what we've done and accomplished so far. First, I'd like to cover real-time pricing. So as everyone knows, we wanted to be the most competitive distributor and manufacturer in the U.S. One of the ways that we look to accomplish that is going to a real-time pricing model. So every day, we have an engine in the background that goes out and does a competitive analysis for like items from all of your major distributors. It then puts in the lowest price in our model and then gives you an extra discount below that. We feel that by always giving you the lowest price in the market, it sets you up to have a competitive price advantage over our competitors. We do this every day, and you can upload your price list online at any given time to see the changes. We started talking to our dealers, and we started asking what next could we do to help remove barriers for them to sell out of the market. We started polling several hundred dealers on one-on-one calls, and we asked them a subset of questions that were consistent through each one of those calls. And what we found was we had two buckets of dealers. I had one bucket of dealers that strongly liked the MSRP program as it's set today, and they were very happy taking anywhere from 10 to 50% markup over the price of the product. And that was, about half of our dealers. The other half of our dealers did not like how we set an MSRP, and they did not like how our SKUs could be tracked to super circuits, and they felt that it disadvantaged them because some dealers, maybe they want to mark it up 10%, maybe they want to mark it up 100%. Either way it went, the dealer wanted to make that call, and he did not want to be dictated to on how much he should price a product. So with that said, we saw a huge opportunity to really help our dealers and remove a large barrier by creating an avenue for us to get out of the MSRP market. So what we've done is we took all the feedback from all those dealers, and we went out and we created a manufacturer site. So if you were to go to sctechnologies.com, you would see a manufacturer style site that we have created, a fully robust site that has unique SKUs that will not track back to super circuits or SCD, and it does not have pricing. So if you were to go to SC Technologies, or moreover, if you were to drive one of your customers to SC Technologies, you could take them to any of the SKUs that you normally sell, and it would have a new SKU. As everyone knows, I've explained how we have the real-time pricing model. And with that, about once a week to once every other week, we're going in and updating our price list to ensure that you have the best price overall compared to any other distributor manufacturer out in the market for like comparables. With that said, we have also went in and we've improved our price list to include both SKUs. So you can see right here, I have a price list pulled up, and we have our internal SKU, ALI DVR 1004E. That SKU is what you would use when you're ordering the product, and it would track back to super circuits. However, when you're quoting the product to your customer, you would want to use the ALAR10001, and then that would be the SKU that would only track back to SD Technologies, or it wouldn't track back to anywhere. This process can be found in a couple of different spots. Probably the easiest part to find your price list is just to call your account manager and they would email it to you. You can also go to supercircus.com and log into your account to get your weekly price list, and here shortly it will be posted on SD Technologies with you being able to log in and grab your price list as well. Next, one of the things that we changed in 2015 was how we went about creating leads and calls for our dealers through our Power Leads Plus. So as most of you know, if you're a Power Leads Plus dealer, that means you are a certified dealer where we are actively advertising through the internet to drive calls directly to you. When we do this, we actually create a website on your behalf that is skinned and created as if you had created it, and it has our products layered into it, and it organically ranks through the internet to drive calls to you. One of the things that happened in April of this year is Google went out and said, 50% of all e-commerce is now driven through a smartphone. 48% of all searching is through search engines through your smartphone. For that reason, on April 22nd, they dictated that if you do not have a mobile-friendly website, they would not rank you in the first couple of pages for the keyword searches. So based on that change in the algorithm, we designed a brand new professional and mobile-friendly website. The benefits of these new websites was that A, it ranks better when people are searching for it using a smartphone or tablet, and B, it was more user-friendly overall. As you see right here, I've actually pulled up the Google mobile-friendly test, and it actually runs through one of our templates, testing it, showing that it is mobile-friendly. After we did the site redesign for all our Power Leads Plus dealers, you can see that we had an astounding 225% increase from visits from customers looking for products and services for our dealers. We also had an increase of 50% over last year in actual calls being driven to our dealers. So as you can see, this is really a win for all of our Power Leads Plus, and it really helps drive and grow their business. Another feature that we completed this year in 2015 for our Power Leads and our Power Leads Plus dealers was Power Leads email engine. What we were able to do is, when we were looking at creating leads for customers, we thought it was great that we increased our calls by 50% to our Power Leads Plus dealers. But we also know that there's dealers out there who may already have a website or may not qualify for the Power Leads Plus program that still need help getting their product and message out to their customers. So we went out and created the Power Leads engine, which was a total turnkey email engine that allows your company to go in and load your logo and contact information, upload your customer contact list, and then you can select one of our 10 or 15 customized email templates and then hit review and approve and send. And it really is about a 4-step process for you to reach out in a professional manner from an email perspective to all of your customers. Also, when we start talking about importance of emails, there's really 8 benefits of an email marketing. One, 91% of all your consumers check their email daily. The ROI is pretty amazing when you use an email engine. For every dollar spent, you get an average ROI of $44 back. 66% of consumers have made a purchase as a result of an email engine. And our email engine was really designed to just keep you in top of mind. When you come down to certification, or if you talk to me on the phone, one of the stories that I like to tell is the importance of an email engine. So one of my dealers out of Dallas had went in and put in a voice over IP system for one of his largest accounts that he'd been dealing with for years. He came back about 6 months later to service that VoIP system, and he noticed that they had installed a brand new security alarm system and CCTV system. The dealer went up to the company president and was like, hey man, why did you not call me for this business? I mean, this is what I do every day. And the president didn't even think about it of that company. He goes, man, you know, when I think of you, I think of VoIP, but I just didn't think that you actually do CCTV and Berg or alarm. You know, a simple weekly email cadence reminding dealers or their customers of what you offer is the single easiest way to keep your company in their mind at any given moment. You'd be surprised about how much of your business will come back from just weekly marketing. As we've created all the new resources and engines designed to drive more business to our dealers, we also went in and we created a back-end portal that gives access to our dealers of all the things we're doing for them. If you were to go to supercircuits.com, you could log into your account and you could go to my account and you could see a dashboard. On that dashboard, you're going to find things that are of importance to you. You can find your price list that has the real-time pricing that's updated weekly for you. You have product resources that are available to you that have all non-branded slicks, photos if you want to put up on your own website. And then we also have marketing resources. So as I was talking about that email engine and how do you use that, well, we actually have a PDF that actually walks you through step by step how to create your account, log in. It's a 1, 2, 3 kind of process, but we actually have it bulleted out for you to use. So one of the things that you heard me speak about today was the SC Technologies website. With that website, you know, everything about that website was to protect you, the dealer, from being online shopped. With that, we realized that, you know, having proprietary SKUs that don't track back to a price online, having a site that is a dealer manufacturer site that doesn't show pricing is great. But we also know that, you know, your customers are using YouTube. For that reason, we went out and we created SC Technologies, or what I would call an unbranded video section that showcases all the products that you're going to sell without having pricing. And you can kind of see here, as I'm kind of going through, you can see some of the videos that we offer. These videos are meant to be educational and help you sell the products in a quick manner without being driven back to a company that's going to show a price. And if you look right here, you can actually see one of our dealers who goes out, he's grabbing the videos from our YouTube page and he's incorporating into his own website. So we make these videos unbranded, no pricing, and it allows you to either drive your customer to the site or put the video, layer it into your own website, and make things more professional, more robust without you having to spend a ton of calories to get that new information out to the customer base. One of the things that I always like to end on when I'm talking to dealers that are in my Power Leads program, or moreover the Power Leads Plus program, where we're actively designing them a website and we're driving calls to them, we have them on the email campaigns, is I like to show people, you know, we give that for free. In return, you place orders with us for those leads that we're driving to you. But if you were to actually go out and hire someone to do what we're doing for you, you're going to pay anywhere from $600 a month to about $1,200 a month to get something similar, and that doesn't include a website. So you can kind of see, you know, we're doing stuff that no one else is doing on top of you just doing business with us. So I just covered some of the key things that we've accomplished in 2015 that really separate us from all of the other competitors in the market. From a high level, I'd like to quickly cover the program and features that allowed us to achieve these goals. So when we talk about the SC Dealer Program, what I really want to talk about are, you know, the 5 key bullet points that really set us apart from our competitors. First, we're going to talk about differentiated products. Then we'll cover protected pricing, followed by dedicated support. Then we have lead generation and the dealer advantage. So differentiated products. So when we start talking about differentiated products, what does that mean? It means that we're going to offer you cutting-edge technologies with a comprehensive product line that is competitively priced with limited distribution. From a high level, when I talk about cutting-edge technologies, I'm going to talk about Alibi, 3S, Digiop, and Phineas, and LIGO Wave. I always like to go into what I call the brand matrix. So when you do business with us, one of the things we realize is I know that you're selling VoIP. I know that you're probably selling Fire. I know that you're also selling and installing home automation or Berg. For that reason, it's very important to us that we not layer in too many new items that will confuse your techs or make it a barrier for you to sell. If you look at our brand matrix, you can say analog, HD analog, and IP cameras. We primarily are going to sell you Alibi. That's one GUI interface for all three different verticals that are going to help you sell it and install it quicker. If you want to get up into more of the premium range, I have 3S and Digiop. If you look at wireless, we offer one solution, LIGO Wave. If you look at access control, we offer one solution as well in Phineas. So from top to bottom, you have about 5 different GUI interfaces, and that's going to cover your CCTV, wireless, and access control. If you look at some of our bigger competitors that you run into on the market, they're going to be more of your big box distributors. You know, they're going to drive for price, but it's going to be real hard for them to support you. You know, they're going to say, hey, we got 15 different analog brands, we've got 15 different HD analog brands, and we got 30 different IP camera brands. If you try to go out and sell 45 or 50 different brands, it is a tech nightmare, and it is a support nightmare for what you're trying to sell to accomplish goals. It's very hard, and I've seen several dealers struggle with that, and it just does not make sense. Also, when you start talking about the brand matrixes, we support everything in-house here, so it helps us to be able to sell you the right product and support it should you have questions on it during the install. One of the things that I always like to end on when I start talking about differentiating products is, you know, I could go for an hour to 2 hours. I could log on and show you every single brand and all the benefits of each one. But realistically, I listed the brands that we sell primarily, but there's things that we also sell that make everything turnkey. So we have board cameras, body-worn cameras, covert cameras, micro DVRs, mobile DVRs and cameras, cable connectors, switches, power supplies, mounting brackets. We have everything that you would need from a job from top to bottom when you're talking about CCTV and access control. One of the things that I always like to remind people is if you buy it from me, not only will you get it at the best possible price that you can find, but you're also going to be able to get 1 point of support. So all too often I'll see a dealer who will buy everything from us but then not buy the switch. And he'll be like, no, we use Cisco switches or whoever brand, and we use D-Link here. But then when you're out on site, you know, it's a layer 2 switch that's managed, and something's not working. You know, the cameras are going up and down. You're having problems in the field. You call our tech support. You know, we discover that, hey, the cameras are working just fine. It looks to be the switch. We push you to the switch manufacturer. Cisco goes, oh, no, it's not the switch. It's the cameras. Well, I found that if you buy everything turnkey from us, you don't get this he said, she said. You actually just get something that we know works together and that we can support when you call in. The next bullet in our SC dealer program is protected pricing. I just recently covered this morning about how we have real-time pricing, but I always want to touch on what are your discounts. So as you know, we have up to 50% off of MSRP on any given item. We have 2 levels of pricing. So we have our authorized dealer level, which does not get quite as high of a discount, and then we have our certified or Power Leads Plus discount level, which gets a higher discount. We have a strict MAP policy that has a minimum advertised pricing online, as well as the aggressive discount structure shown here. The real-time pricing model I've already covered, but you know, just to retouch on it, we go out weekly and check pricing to ensure that you get the lowest price compared to our competitors. Next, I'm going to cover dedicated support. So when we talk about dedicated support, we're opposite of most big box distributors and manufacturers. We try to handle everything in-house. So Whether you call in and need help quoting a project, you need a sales engineer to sign off on something, you need a dedicated technical support, or you need dealer resources, certification, advanced replacement, we cover it all. You actually just have to call your one account manager. We do have a 1-800 number for our tech support for dealers, but honestly, the average tenure of our sales team is 6+ years. They are usually more than capable of answering most questions that you may have from sales or tech. And if they cannot answer the question, they would route you over to tech, who sits about 15 or 20 feet away from them. One of the things that I always like to end on is we host 9 to 10 certifications here in Austin annually. We also do monthly webinars. The webinars are generally sales education based, and then the certification is more hands-on, and it allows you to become a Power Leads Plus dealer combined with your net spend. The last thing I always touch on is advanced replacements. This is something we're really proud of. So as CCTV and access control becomes more and more commoditized, we've noticed that manufacturers have stopped doing advanced replacement. We realize here at SC that your time is money, and if you have a product that has failed, you simply call your sales associate, or you can call tech. They will verify that it has failed and give you an RMA number. From that point, you will, if you're talking to tech, they will get you back over to your sales associate. He will do an advanced replacement. So we'll send out a new one to you. You will take the old one down, put in the new box, take the new one out and put up, and then just simply mail back the product to us, and it's that simple. We don't want to run you through the ringer. We try to make this as easy as we possibly can from an advanced replacement perspective. So when I used to travel and I would talk to dealers, you know, I would hear really 3 main things that they want. So they want a great product that's comprehensive, that has a low failure rate. So, you know, our products have generally less than a 1% failure rate overall. And we have a super competitive price model that allows you to have the lowest pricing in the market. But then the third thing that every dealer always wants is leads. Several years ago when we started the dealer program, we started talking about lead generation. And when I was traveling out with my dealers, you know, I'd ask them, how many leads do you get from X manufacturer or Y distributor? And, you know, I'd always get the same answer, you know, oh, we get, you know, a couple. And we were working with our marketing team, and we started really talking about, like, what can 2 leads really help you do? And if we're going to make the best dealer program in the world, you know, how do we really grow their business? And one of the things we thought about was, you know, just simple lead generation. So if most of you do or don't know, you know, we take hundreds of thousands of visits to our sites a year, and we also take thousands of calls from all types of customers, dealers, end users, everybody on the sun. Most of these people, if they're an end user or a corporation, they're looking for an installer. So we simply look at our certified dealers, and we take whoever's calling in. Say you get a lady calling in from Boston, and she needs an install in her small business. I would look up a certified dealer in Boston, and I would connect the 2 up. You know, that worked out really great several years ago when we first started getting leads out. And what generally happens is that is how you get a couple to a few leads a year. And then we started talking about, you know, we have a bids referral agent here at our office that all he does is look at government bids. So we initiated a government bid referral program. Due to the fact that state, federal, and local governments generally need install, we find bids, we reach out to our certified dealers, we go into a partnership, we advise them on what the bid's requiring, when the walkthrough is, and then we help them from either us going with them or from them going out and then following back with us, quoting the product and aggressively chasing the bid. That layered in more opportunities for leads, but it still wasn't quite there. And so that's when we really started talking about the Power Leads program. And you've heard me talk about the Power Leads Plus program with the new website templates. But let me kind of cover that. The branded websites are unique. They're mobile friendly. They're designed and are represented as for your company and will not track back to SE Technologies or Super Circuits or anything like that. They have SEO link building campaigns to get them designed If you don't know what SEO means, search engine optimization, it basically means we get them to rank on the first page for the keywords we're driving to. We do the no-touch marketing on Facebook and Twitter, and we have local directory listings. So a customer that's looking for, say, CCTV or home automation or whatever in your city, they may start out in Google, but then they may go through Yellow Pages or Yelp or something that actually drives them to your website. So one of the things that we do is we go out and get you set up on all the local directory listings. So whether they find you in Google from an organic search or they find you through a local directory listing, which is more probable, it still tracks back to you. And it allows you to get more consideration compared to others in your area that are also advertising using the internet. One of the most important things that I find with Power Leads program is, you know, we're doing so much for you. I've already covered how much it would cost if you had to go out and pay for this. But we want to give you metrics that allow you to see how many calls we're sending, how many people are visiting each one of your sites, and where you may want to spend your own marketing dollars to increase your ROI. We have a daily report engine that goes out and emails you, as well as you can see this information on the back-end portal. So last, what I would like to end on when we talk about the dealer program is just the dealer advantage. So when you come in to buy from SC, one of the things that I always want to cover are, you know, you're going to save up to 50%, and we're going to do real-time pricing. We're also going to give you, you know, the great products with super low failure rates, and we're going to drive leads to you. With that said, we still want to take exclusive offers that no one else is getting and push to the dealers. Now, that is additional discounts on some of our top-selling products. It could be due to overstock or clearance. We also, when we're developing products, I may call you up and say, hey, I know you do a lot of wireless. I have a whiz-bang new wireless product that we've tested and engineered, but I'd like to get it out. Can you test it for me? I need real-time feedback that allows me to bring this to market. This is the dealer advantage. So it's not just great new prices, but it's a true relationship and us reaching out, soliciting feedback to where we can always improve ourselves and our products. All right, so I covered what we've accomplished in 2015, and then I covered our SC dealer program from a high level. One of the things that I want to end with is, you know, what is next for our dealers? You know, from a high level, we're working to give you more lead generation, program enhancements, and product enhancements. I'll start with the last. So when we start talking about product enhancements and what's coming out in 2015, one of the things you need to know is alibi cameras. You know, we're on the IP side, we're moving up to 6 megapixel cameras with higher frame rates. So you're going to see the 1.3 and 3s phase out, and you'll see a 2, 4, and 6 come in. The NVRs are going to have greater bandwidth to handle these higher resolutions. The NVRs have a new faceplate design that is buttonless, and it's all mouse-driven, and it looks like a true PC-based rack-mountable server, even though it is Linux-based. That way you can start selling them on half racks, all of them except for the 4-channel are rack-mountable on the new models. As well as we are rolling out a dealer-only IP line. So all too often I hear dealers go, you know, Robbie, I totally appreciate you giving me the best price, but you know, people, you do too good of a job of getting Alibi to rank on the websites, and people can find pricing for Alibi. We went out and created private SKUs and a new website that has a pro line version of Alibi that'll kind of give you some air cover from getting shopped online. But some dealers are still hesitant. They're like, you know, I just need a dealer exclusive line. So we were actually doing that in Q1. We're bringing out a higher end line that we will not be selling online to anyone except for to dealers. It is going to set in parity or just above Alibi. So it'll start out probably with a 3 megapixel, but it's going to go up to 4K resolution cameras. And the servers are going to go up to 128 camera channel count NVRs. The price is probably going to be, you know, somewhere around Alibi or a little bit more because, you know, the specs are a little bit higher than Alibi. But it is a line designed truly to be totally price protected. So next, let's cover what's next for the SE Technologies. So you just heard me talk about, we created SE Technologies with new dealer SKUs, new dealer titles. It talks more about professional line to give you air cover without showing pricing of products for your customers. But we're not going to stop there. I mean, you're going to see additional product resources layered in. You're going to have dealer login capabilities layered in. You're going to get an enhanced dealer program portal that allows you to get to everything that I showed you on the Super Circuits website. You're also going to have the e-commerce capabilities, so where you log in, you can buy from there. And you're also going to get account management and order history. I realize all too often that I get calls from dealers where they just need a receipt and they can't get it online from SE Technologies. We're going to turn SE Technologies into a one-stop shop for our dealers, so they're not having to go to Super Circuits to get some of their needs, SE Technologies to get the rest. It'll truly be turnkey, and it'll really help you grow your business. Next, I want to segue into what we're doing for our PowerLeads Plus dealers. So, as you know, in April we moved to a more mobile-friendly modular design for our PowerLeads Plus dealers to drive more calls to them. That's great. What we're doing now in 2016 is we're going to make it even better. So we're going to add multiple different templates to really drill down on what type of dealer we're advertising for that really allows us to customize and give them a unique look and a unique feel. We're also going to start advertising for things that we don't sell to the dealer. So I realize that, dealers generally sell security camera systems. They sell access control, burg alarm, fire alarm, home security, home automation, and intercom. We're layering those in, so if I talk to a dealer and he does 4 out of the 7, or however many he does out of the total subset, we're going to advertise those on his website. We realize here at SC that half the time if you go out for an alarm install, they're going to need cameras. They do home automation, they're going to want cameras. Everything ties back into a synergy of wanting to do other things when you get out there. This will allow us to drive you more leads and get you more consideration in the market. Some of the other benefits of the websites are, it's more choices, more possibilities. We're going to do 3 professional designs. We want to eliminate competition. Dealers in the same city will be protected from cannibalism or competitors. We're optimizing site content to get it to rank better and drive more calls to you. And it's going to be more modular that allows us to really hand tailor into what you do at your business and really drive the most out of that website. One of the last things I always want to end on is requirements. I realize that not everybody is a dealer with us yet, and for that reason I always cover what's the requirements. If you're not a certified or an authorized dealer with us currently, that's not a problem. All you have to do is call in and we will set you up. We'll ask a few questions. We usually need to know, we verify that you are a dealer through your security license information and tax ID information. But we'll get you set up in a couple of minutes, and then you're off to the races. As you spend more, you get higher discounts, of course. We have 2 different levels. We have an authorized and kind of a certified or PowerLeads Plus. If you want to participate in the lead generation program or the PowerLeads Plus program, that's real simple. We cover up to 3 dealers per city. And smaller cities with less than 500,000 people in them, it takes you an initial $10,000 spend for the year. You need to have already spent that with us, and we can turn you on to the cities that you cover. If you are in a larger city, so New York, Houston, LA, some city that has more than 500,000 people, is an initial $25,000 net spend before we turn you on. It's real simple to get started. All you have to do is contact one of us. We can walk you through the program. I truly want to say thank you for taking the time with me today to learn about our program, learn about what we've done in 2015, how our program sets today, and what we're looking to do in 2016. As I go to get off the phone, I would like to remind everyone, please call your account manager for our end-of-year gift or dealer advantage deal that we're offering. We have some great deals on IP cameras and NVRs that are pretty much second to none, that'll really enable you to increase your margin opportunity and capture business here at the end of the year. Again, thank you very much. My name is Robbie Thomas. I'm the Director of Sales over the Dealer Division. You can see my contact information. Please contact me if you have any questions.